Hi there, it's Donna from Tappy Crafting. You have to excuse the nail varnish, it's absolutely shocking, but that's what you get when you're in lockdown. Can't see your nail technician and then your own efforts are absolutely awful. So let's get this so it's nice and central. So today I have got what's called a trifold card, and I got inspiration from this and I wrote the name of the lady down, and now I've lost it. I'll find it in a second because she has to have credit for this. I think it's called I Dream About Rubber Stamps, or I'm Mad About Rubber Stamps. I'll find it in a minute. It's somewhere on my desk. I should have had that ready before I started this video. And it's a trifold card with some very simple, and I mean very simple, folds and cuts. You get this. How absolutely cool is that? And you can decorate it however you like. And you can go absolutely mad. I'm not one for going really, really mad on projects. I just end up going too far and then it looks rubbish. And other people, if you go onto Pinterest and search trifold cards and look at some of the beautiful projects, they are amazing how people mix up their colours. I use the Birthday Bonanza DSP on this. It is still available really now, just for a few extra days, and there is a link to a blog post that goes with this, and in there I've put all the links to all of the products I've used, and I've punched out some balloons with the balloon punch. I have just got my circle punches and cut out these lovely lions, and it is dead easy. I've layered this one up. The card that I've got that I'm going to show you how to make it today, I've not layered it up just because the video would be too long. Let's get going. Let's get going and have a look. Now, I'm using the World of Good DSP, and here is some of it. So I've chopped all of this up. So we've got maps. Look at this bronze on there. Or brass. It's not bronze, it's brass. I think that's lovely. Got that lovely yellow. And then I love that. I really, really love that. And let's show you some other bits and pieces from it because I've put them away. So we've got this is early espresso with bronze. I reckoned if you teamed that up with gold, nobody would know. And then that lovely green, I love that. And this blue, this is the new Misty Moonlight with that. How absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ideal for making cards for people that don't like all the girly stuff and the flowers and the hearts and everything. Some people prefer this. Ideal for masculine cards. I absolutely love that. I don't know why, but I really love that. And let's get that away because that was Ornate Garden. I love these. And I was going to fussy cut these and put them on my project, but I just want to show you the bare minimum. You can decorate it however you like. Right, let's get going. I am teaming this up with Early Espresso, a cardstock that I never use because it's brown. And there's nothing wrong with brown. I like brown, but I just never get any inspiration to use it. So today I am. I'm just, while I'm chatting there, getting my measurements together. Do bear with. I've got them written down and now I can't find them. I turn the page and they're gone. There they are. You like to be organised. So you're going to start off with a piece of cardstock that measures 12 inches by 5.5 inches. And I've got that here because I've got all of my DSP here. Now in the blog post that goes with this, I've got all of the measurements. They're not complicated measurements. You just need to look out for the direction of your DSP. So if you've got directional DSP, just be careful how you're cutting it. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So there is our piece of 12 inches by 5.5 inches cardstock. Get your trimmer or your Simply Scored. And on the long side only, let's get that blade out of the way. On the long side only, you are going to score at 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. Okay, keep your score out and your trimmer out because you'll need that in a second. So 2, 4, 8 and 10. Then you're going to turn it on that side, onto the short side, and at 1.5 inches, you're going to get your blade and bring your blade without cutting. You're going to bring your blade to that first score line that you made, which is at 2 inches. This is a bit tricky because I can't get my head over this because the camera's there. So that's where you're going to start your cutting. So put your blade there ready to go. This is at 1.5 inches, and bring that blade down to the 10-inch line, which you can't see because I've gone out of shot. I've just taken that to the 10-inch line. You've got a little groove on this blade, and that's where you're going to stop. And then you're going to take it out, flip it around, and do exactly the same. That just shows I need to change my blade. That's not looking very good. Take your blade back up to that first score line there. You're at the 1.5, first score line, and bring that down to the 10-inch score line that you made. So from the first score line to the last score line. And then that's that. That's all you need to do for scoring and cutting. I need to change my blade. It's gone a bit fluffy. I knew that was coming up. Then it's about decorating it. You'll see we've got two large rectangles here. You've got these 2 long rectangles here. You've got 2 almost square rectangles. That makes no sense. And then you've got these rectangles here, 4 of them. So this is how I've cut up my DSP for from the World of Good. Now you can layer. You could, if you wanted to, make this in more of a beige colour and then put the early espresso as layers. I will put the layer measurements as well, and then you can choose how you want to do it. So these 2 measure, and watch your direction. These 2 measure 1 7/8 by 5 3/8, and I'm going to stick those there. Let's get all of that on shot so you can see it. These 2 here, so I've picked another design for that one. I've tried to mix it up. So I'm going to put that there and that one there like that. Those 2 measure 3 7/8 by 1 3/8. So they're going to stick on there. These 2, these measure 1 7/8 by 2 3/8, and I'm going to put those there. And then these smaller rectangles here, they measure 1 7/8 by 1 3/8, and I'm going to stick those there, just making sure that any writing on here is actually the right way up, because you'll get someone that notices that. And they'll say, "Oh, lovely card. No, but you couldn't get the writing the right way." So let's put that in there. And then for the middle piece, I've gone for this lovely with the bronze. So this is a cinnamon cider with the, it's not bronze, it's brass. That's it. That's stuck now. It's going to be bronze, isn't it? It is brass. And we've got some foil coming out that matches that. So that is how I'm going to stick all of my DSP on. So rather than you watch me do that, I'm going to do that off camera. I'm halfway through sticking these down, and I thought I would tell you about the paper share offer that I've got going on at the moment. So this is your opportunity to have a quarter share of all of the paper that's going to be available from the 3rd of June. So from the 3rd of June, I can order it, but you can have a quarter share of that. So you end up with 142 6x6 sheets of DSP in every design. So you don't feel like you have to buy all of it, because then that costs over £120. So for £33.50, you can have a quarter share of it. So if you're interested, drop me an email, taffycrafting@gmail.com. It's UK only, I'm afraid. I can't send out to the rest of the world. It is UK only. Sorry about that. And I will send you a PayPal invoice. And then as soon as I can order it, I will order it, and then it will arrive here. I'll chop it all up and then send it over to you. Details are on my blog. There's a blog post especially for that, and I'll leave a link for that in the description bar. There we go. So there's everything stuck down. There's one more thing that I want to do, and that's put a sentiment on it. And I've used the tailored tag punch. So what I've done with that, let's just put that to one side. I've got a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I want to stamp a sentiment, something very simple, because I've not got a lot of room on this. And I'm going to use probably itty bitty greetings or itty bitty birthdays. Now on itty bitty birthdays, you've got obviously all of the birthday greetings, but on itty bitty greetings, we've got World's Best Father, and we do have in the UK, I don't know when Father's Day is celebrated in the rest of the world, but in the UK we have got Father's Day coming up soon, so I'm going to use that, World's Best Father, which I've got there. So let's get that on an ink block. And I've got soft suede. That's the nearest I've got to a brown stamp. Early espresso is in my order, which is on its way. So I'm just going to stamp that just on some very vanilla. And actually, I think that soft suede has come out really nicely. Actually, I was worried it was going to look a bit on the dull side. So what I'm going to do is just punch that out with the tailored, oh, I can't remember what it's called, tailored tag punch, that's it. Get that nice and even on there. Punch that out. But I don't want to leave it like that because it's too big and I want to put a border around it. So this is what I did with that. I got my trimmer, put it the right way around, put that in my trimmer there, and on this first line is where I lined up that point. And just hacked that point off. You could do it with scissors, but I wanted it to be straight. I'm not very good at cutting straight with scissors. I can't say I'm absolutely brilliant at cutting straight with a trimmer, but be better than scissors. And I put that there and just hacked that off. So now I've got something that's, I prefer the shape. I definitely need to change that blade. I prefer the shape and it's going to fit on my card. So then I got, if I can find it, I don't think I had any of it left. So this paper here, what I did is I punched that out as well. And I did the same thing, punched it out and then just took off the ends and then sliced it in half. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So bring your card back and I'm going to put this here. And I'll tell you the first thing I'm going to do when I have finished this video is change the blade in my trimmer. That is going to be the very next thing I do because I'll forget and then I'll go and film another video and it will look shocking. So I'm just going to put some glue onto one of those. Now, if I had the bronze foil, I would be doing this with the bronze foil, but I don't have the bronze foil because it's not available yet. So with liquid glue, I'm going to put that on there. And then on the other one, I'm going to put that on, but with a gap in between. If you've seen my videos before, you would have seen I've done something similar to this a few times. So the next thing I need are my mini dimensionals. And then with this, I'm just going to sit that in there like that. So it's actually got a nice border all the way around, rather than it looking like a piece of plain card. So just some dimensionals. I cleaned up my house yesterday, gave it a really good, because I've been really busy at work the last few weeks, gave it a really, really good clean. And all I could find all over the house were these things. They're everywhere, in the weirdest places as well. So put that on there, make sure that you can't see that edge. And that there. There we go. We've got that. Now all we need to do, and you could just decorate this up more. There isn't a video long enough that would be able to show you how to, you know, it's personal preference. So now we need to fold this up. So these two outside, let's do it this way. So these things here are going to come upwards. So that first one, the ones on the left, will come up. This one will go down like that. So fold that in. Fold those two up, but this one, it's really difficult to show you, goes in. Okay, so I'm going to fold that in. I'm going to fold those up. And when it all goes together, it does work. And I'll show you in a minute how you can put it together. And then this one comes up, so this middle one comes up. I could have glued that a bit better. This one goes in. So what you get, I will get this right. I want that to pop up. Thank you. Come on. And then it just starts to go together. It does really. It just needs coaxing. It's going to get there. It is going to get there. That's because that one isn't down. I might have to stop filming and just have a word with this in a minute. There we are. Got there. That's what you're after. And what it does is fold like that. I'm just going to give all of these a little push down. It does need convincing. And there we have it. There is our trifold card using the World of Good DSP. Perfect, I think, for a man, for Father's Day or for a birthday. And you can just decorate this up as far as you want. I try and keep my videos under 20 minutes and we're at 18 minutes now. If I was going to decorate that up anymore, there just wouldn't be enough time. So it's totally up to you. You can make it completely unique. And then that's how it sits. It sits nicely and it can fold up into an envelope nicely as well. That's what I like about this project. And what a lovely surprise when somebody opens that and then does that. So I hope you like it. I hope it inspires you to try something. This is something that I've never tried before. I like to challenge myself. And I want to start a series called Challenge Tuesday on my Facebook group. I'll leave a link to my Facebook group in the description bar, and then you can come along and visit and then help me in Challenge Tuesday, where I'll be doing Facebook Lives regularly. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back again soon with another project. Bye-bye.